As the great Chinese military general Sun Tzu once said, in desperate position, you must fight. And I know it's early in the season, and the Seahawks are only 1-2. This is something they've been able to get across before. But in the vaunted gauntlet that is the NFC West, yes, through the first quarter of the season, they are very much in desperate position. And as they are set to embark on a trip to Santa Clara to face off against the 2-1 San Francisco 49ers in Week 4, yes, they are very desperate if they are to have any hopes of making the playoffs this season. And yes, they have the talent to be able to fight. And not only to fight, but to win and save their season. How so, you might ask? Sai.
Good, brother.
Roll the clip.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah, here comes the.
With the defense that is the absolute worst in football, we kind of touched on it last video, but they're allowing 440.3 yards a game. They're allowing the most amount of time of possession to opponents with 37 minutes. Keep in mind there's only 60 minutes in a football game. And the fact that they're allowing teams to convert on third down at a crazy percentage, you might be asking yourself, what hope does this Seahawks defense have against the 49ers offense that, while it's dealing with the plethora of injuries, they still have some talent over there? However, George Kittle has yet to practice all week. Elijah Mitchell, while he's been practicing in a limited capacity, he's been donning non-contact jerseys, and so that doesn't really bode well for his availability against Seattle. And now San Francisco is without two of their top playmakers in George Kittle and Elijah Mitchell. How are they going to be able to expose that awful defense that Seattle has put on this season? On top of that, they're also dealing with some injuries in their secondary. Josh Norman is unlikely to play, and on top of all the injuries that they've dealt with all season, their defense has only really been middle of the pack. They're about 16th in terms of opposing yards allowed per game, and they're about middle of the pack, around 16th, 17th in terms of sacks, and in 3 games, they only have about 6 sacks. And so you talk about a team that has played down to their competition so far this season, right? We're talking about the Detroit Lions, in which they gave up a huge lead only to win by 8 points. Against the Eagles, they only won by a couple of points. And against the Green Bay Packers, while it seemed like that game was in their hands, they ended up losing. And I know it's the Green Bay Packers, and I know they had injuries, but they were at home. And if a lot of people are looking at this team as an elite team, which I still look at the Niners as an elite team, I just don't see it happening against the Seattle Seahawks. And with Jimmy G, I get it, I understand he's never lost 2 in a row, but Russell Wilson has never lost 3 in a row. Bobby Wagner has never lost 3 in a row. And so if I'm gonna have to pick between those 2 guys, and if I'm gonna ask myself what gives, I'm gonna have to say Jimmy G. And if it comes down to a battle between Jimmy G and Russell Wilson, I'm sure the answer is very obvious. I'm not going to jump into a whole bunch of statistics here. I just feel like with Seattle, with their backs against the wall, with them being desperate, I know it's not the end of the world. There were some comments on the last video talking about how, oh, we're only a couple games into the season, give it some time, blah, 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 blah. See, the reason why those points are not valid is because Seattle plays in the NFC West. The Cardinals are undefeated, the Rams are undefeated, and the 49ers, they're 2-1. And so, yes, Seattle is very much desperate, but I feel like Seattle is a team that plays its best when their backs are against the wall. They have the dogs, they have the mentality, they have the talent, and they have the culture to make it happen, to make it work. Pete Carroll, I truly believe that he's done some soul searching. I truly believe that he's going to slightly adjust the scheme to fit more of the personnel that he has on the team. Seattle, start blitzing Jamal Adams more. And Seattle, attack that 49ers injury-ravaged secondary. You have the weapons to make it happen. DK, Russell, Tyler Lockett, I can see them all having field days against that secondary. And I just don't see Seattle starting the season off 1-3. They're simply too good, simply too talented. And if I'm betting money on this game, I'd hate to bet against Russell Wilson. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Who do you guys have winning this game? Does San Fran advance to 3-1 and protect home field? Or does Seattle win and save their season by going to 2-2? I don't know what you guys feel, but I feel like Seattle is going to win. And I know it might sound like a homer, but I just think that this team is way too talented to drop to 1-3. 2 or 3 games below 500, that's just not going to happen. Once again, this video is brought to you by BetUS. Don't forget to use our promo code SteezyBandz to receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,500. Go get you some free cash today, and don't forget to follow us on our other socials at Steezy Smith. Hit that subscribe button for us. Nothing but love. All glory to God, and Steezy out. Again, this video is gonna be dedicated to Mr. Todd Nas. While that concludes this video, we have loads of other content. You don't have to stop watching there. Other content on our channel homepage, as well as our social media platforms. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Nothing but love, and Steezy out.